Today marks 1468 days shut since I learned and continue to learn with you. But I hope these insights will inspire you, support dreams, help you with goals, really empower you to become the person that you want to become. Today's is a very interesting topic and is going roads. Two roads, two different kind of roads. And this is a high road and there is a superior road. There's a high road and a superior road. Now, in essence, sometimes it looks similar because superior road is supposed to be above and high road is supposed to be high. So that means, of course, it sounds similar, but those are totally different things. The intentions of those roads are so different because when I think about superiority road, it's a lot of people there. A lot of people driving there. It's busy. It's inconvenient. It's a road rage. It's everything's happening in the superiority road. But I look at your high road. Not a lot of people are able to stay there consistently, and that's why you're able to drive smooth. You're able to drive fast. You're able to achieve great success with calmness, with peace. So that means we always want to say, okay, how could they move from superior road? Sometimes even could be that we are in inferiority road, maybe even below, because ourselves. How we can move through the roads, not moving in superiority, moving right away to high road, just to make sure that we're able to move to success faster with more inner peace. So today we'll share first differences. What are the differences between high road and superiority road? So the first difference is what is driven by. The high road is driven by self-respect, clarity, grounded confidence. That's exactly what we need to seek as self-respect. So when we have a conversation, when we have an argument, we need to ask what I'm driven by. Why I want to really have this conversation? Why I want to have this argument? Is it based on self-respect and boundaries and all those things? Or maybe I'm driven by superiority is driven by ego, insecurity, and the need to feel above. So when you have a conversation, be able to really slow down and be able to say like what I'm driven by. And sometimes maybe I don't have a conversation, but I'm trying to do something for certain reasons. What I'm driven by to really achieve this? What I'm driven by is that based on ego? Do I need to prove something, or this is just I'm doing this task, this activity because I have self-respect. I have grounded peace, and I know that this is I'm doing it because I have clarity what I'm supposed to do. Because a lot of actions we do not because we have self-respect, but because we have ego and want to prove something that we are better than someone else. So the first question that we need to ask to move to a higher road is what I'm driven by, and that's again this very, very important question. Number two is core mindset. So high road people Well, high road people is and how high road behavior is that core mind is I know who I am, so I don't need to prove it. I know who I am, I don't need to prove it. So again, this is we have a clarity, you know exactly what you're doing and why you're doing and why this have a conversation. And you know exactly who you are. And that is coming off from authenticity. This is come from humbleness and that conversation becomes so much better because you have a high road in your mind. When you think about superiority road, they have a whole different mindset. I'm better than you because I don't stoop to your level. And I think that a lot of times the role wants to feel that they are above. They are right and you are wrong. I think there's a lot of topics that we discuss, especially politics, that there's no like 100% right and zero. It's just who is a little bit more right or not. And it's sometimes so I think that when people feel right, they feel above. But I think that people are exactly equal, but maybe they have better understanding of one topic or not, but that doesn't make them above or below. And that's saying that I will not be at your level. It says that you are below me. So I think that it's very, very important to understand that who you are and not putting yourself on pedestal and really say that I have that peace, and because of my peace, I'm able to have this conversation, I have this activity, I have this task, not rather than putting above or below anyone else. Number three is behavior. So for people who go high road, you respond instead of react. You choose integrity even when it's inconvenient. You don't need to credit to your own worth. And it's a beautiful thing. You respond, not react. When you know who you are, you don't need to react. I think that that's when we have insecurities. Insecurities are reactions, and I think that that's the kind of one when we think about superiority road, we can say silent judgment, passive condensation, moral posturing. I would never do that's what they did. And it's again more posturing. It says that I'm above and beyond. And I think that's we need to understand that even though that they did something wrong, we not know because if we went through what they went through, maybe we would do exactly the same thing. And I think that's a beautiful thing when if you have no judgment. And I think that we're able to really say that this is what it is. And I think that they are not better or worse. And I think that's I guess when you have the mindset of and behavior that you treat every single person with the same respect, I think that's a beautiful thing. And that's again the higher road because superior road will never treat people who are potentially, let's say that financially below because they have less finances or less resources, they feel below above. But I think that when you have the mindset that no one is below, no one is above, no, and everyone is equal, they have differences, but we are equal at that moment. Of course, the behavior will be different because of that. Number four is energy. So for the high road people who use that high road behavior, they are calm, steady, and unshaken. They're unshaken because they're able to go that smooth, peaceful road. I think that's again the beautiful thing is that when you take when you have a conversation, when you do something that is potentially meaningful, how do you feel when you do that? Do you feel calm, steady, unshaken? Or do you feel frustrated? And do you feel that other emotions coming up? Because energy of superiority is tight, performative, defensive. So when there's a conversation going on, do you feel that you're defensive? Maybe you defend your ego, maybe you defend your insecurities. What do you defend? Because I think that we really need to really catch ourselves. Because sometimes I think that just by not knowing, we potentially could fall into superior road without even knowing that. It's interesting that I see that I say we can fall into superior road. That means that you from high road you can fall into superior road. So that means you always need to say like, what is the energy of mine at this moment while I have a conversation when I do this task? Because this is performative. That means maybe again this is my I'm not driven by the right intentions. The last one, number five, is the outcome. Outcome of high road people is growth, trust, and quiet power. I think that every single person is supposed to want that. Growth, trust, and quiet power. Trust is foundation of everything. Trust yourself, confidence. Trust other people. Trust you. Relationships. And again, those are the most important things. Having that inner peace and having the peace in your relationship. So that's just where it is. And growth again, being able to grow, improve, get better, and really move to that becoming the best version of you. Because the purity road will not be able to have this power because what kind of day outcome have? They have isolation, resentment, false confidence, and false confidence will not allow you to take calculated risks to get to that new tomorrow. And of course, when I think that when you really have superior road, you do things not because you need to grow, but because you need to prove. So what it means is it's limited growth. Limited growth because you're focusing on proving your potentially fake mask because you want to believe something that you are maybe even not. Or maybe if you are that person, you want to prove it. Again, you waste time proving it rather than developing and growing and improving and getting better and evolving and becoming the best version of you. Because while you're proving, your growth is limited because that time could be used on actually developing what you need to develop. So rather than saying that I need to prove it to others, I need to accept that I don't need other people approval. I don't need other people validation because I have growth trust in myself and that's all I need. And my actions sooner or later will show who I truly am. That's it. They will see it without me trying to prove it. So who did you reflect as well? I think that every single person sometimes falls into superior role and being able to really see that it's not who person is, but what person do, And when you see that high road is a choice that every single day we need to make, not who we are, that means that gives us agency that we need to really choose every single day to go that high road rather than going superior road. So I hope you choose to win and see you tomorrow.